make a distinction as you launch between the pre-launch phase, the actual launch itself, and then what we'll refer to as post-launch. Let me show it to you graphically, the difference between pre-launch, launch, and post-launch. So pre-launch, that's generally about 2 weeks. It could be 4 weeks. You figure out the flow that works for you of timing leading up to the launch. Now, during this pre-launch, we're going to do specific things. Then for about a week, we're going to run the play. We're going to do the launch. But then after the launch, we want to make sure that we follow up with everyone who was invited to the launch. Now, little footnote right there. We're not going to launch to everyone who is on our list, okay? So everybody that is on your list, your email list, your text list, everybody does not need to know about the offer that you have. Let me explain what that is. Here's the pre-launch. During the pre-launch phase, we want to warm up the list by sending related content. So that's going to be email broadcast, sending related content and tagging people who respond. So here's what that means. If coming up at the next month, I'm going to launch a course about training dogs, then what I want to do for 2 to 3 weeks up to that point is instead of sending out emails and broadcasts and sending people to point them back to blog posts that I'm releasing, even new content right then and podcasts that I'm recording, instead of sending them to something about how to run a circus, I want to send them information about dogs, specifically about training dogs. Now, I'm not telling them, hey, in the future, I'm going to launch this thing about training dogs and teach you how to get your dog to spin and teach your dog to play dead and teach your dog to roll over and jump and all these other sorts of things like shaking hands. But I want to warm up that list. And anytime anybody clicks and watches that video, clicks to read that post, clicks to listen to the podcast related to that content, I'm warming up that list unbeknownst to them to tag and identify people. Your email server will do this, and we've got other training inside the coaching modules that let you know how to do this. If you don't yet know, I'm going to tag them, not do anything different, just to identify, hey, these are the people who are interested in the subject of this dog training course. Okay, so it doesn't mean they're buyers. It just means they've responded to content related to the thing that I'm about to release. You do this during the pre-launch phase.